So you guys already can do a back tuck, you know you could do it, but when it's time to do it on your own, sometimes you just can't because you're too scared. So that was my problem. And so I got a set of ways where you can slowly learn so you don't need to be afraid anymore, and repetitions of this can get you to do the back tuck on your own, finally. I already learned how to do it in the pit. I did it on spring floor many times on my own, but for some reason on a consistent basis, I just couldn't do it myself. And these spotting techniques are gonna really help you mentally, psychologically, to really break free, to be able to do it on your own. This is my friend Juan here, and he's been helping me for about, I'd say almost 8 months in trying to break my back tuck fear. One of the ways that really helped me out was having a partner spotting me. So do the two-hand spot as much as it takes to get really comfortable doing it. Yes. This is the one-hand spot. Do it as much as it takes to get really comfortable doing it. Even when you're tired, you can still do it with one hand. So a little trick of the trade is the two-hand half spot. What he is doing is he is not touching my back, but he starts to touch it when I already lift off the ground. This is what builds the confidence. So what he is doing to help me gain my confidence is when I'm jumping, he is spotting me the regular way only when I'm in the air. So both the athlete and the spotter need to talk to each other so everything could be as safe as possible. Once you get a lot more confident, it's really important to start doing the one-hand half spot. That's what gives you more confidence. He does not have the hand on the back, and he touches your back when you're in the air. This is what grows the confidence. The whole purpose of that is so you can learn to slowly become unused to the hand on the back. Because what happens is you become so used to it, you're gonna need that hand there, because if you don't, you're going to feel literally naked, or there's something wrong, or unsafe. So we want to slowly get unused to that feeling, and for that feeling to happen later in the air. So what Juan loves to do is call this one the emergency spot. So basically, once you get the one hand half spot really good, this is a really good one to start to really get even more confidence to be able to throw it yourself. So basically what I'm gonna do is really go for the backflip, and Juan is going to be there just hovering as an emergency spot. So if I was to freak out, he would still be there and be able to spot me or protect me so I don't fall and hurt myself. And remember, this took me a very long time. Unfortunately, I was a lot more scared, and so this took me about almost 8 to 9 months just to be able to do it myself. I was stuck. So I really hope this also helps you too. And please be patient, because the more times you do this and the more you practice, maybe 8 months, 9 months goes by, eventually you'll be able to back tuck, and it'll be so fun and so easy, and all this, you just really need to enjoy the process, because the process really isn't that bad. It's pretty fun. Stop beating yourself up, have some fun with it, and to be honest, I would not do the emergency spot until you really physically, spiritually feel ready, and if you ask a coach and tells you that you are ready, then you can start doing the emergency spot. Here is the emergency spot back tuck that really helped me a lot to get it on my own. And remember, make sure you ask a professional gymnastics coach to check you out and to see if you are ready for the emergency spot. So once you have done all of the different types of spots and you feel very confident, and your mentor checks you off as ready, then you can go ahead and try the caution spot. Basically, he's gonna watch you and you're going to, I like to visualize that he's still there spotting me. So let's go ahead and try that. And so check this out. I basically did this process with Juan for, I want to say, at least 8 months. And you gotta be patient. It takes time. Don't worry. There were days where I just, even with a spotter, I just could not do it because it was too emotionally heavy for me at that time. But remember, you're gonna break past that. It just takes time and you need to be patient. Don't overthink this. It is a scary trick to do. Basically, when I started learning the caution spot, or when he was watching me, I would visualize that his hand is still there and I can feel and hear and even smell the coach that was there. I know it sounds crazy, but I would really believe that I'm still being spotted. And I did this for many months afterwards. And you know what? Some days that I feel a little afraid or a little scared, I will still visualize my coach or my mentor or whoever, buddy, spotting me that is there and that I feel safe. Or if you don't have anyone, you can always just think of somebody who you really trust and you feel connected with, that they are there and they are spotting you. It could even be God. And so throughout months and months of practicing this, that psychological friend of yours will slowly fade away and you will no longer need them. So that's why I'm saying being patient with this. That was basically my experience with learning the back tuck. I want to introduce you to Juan. He'll tell you a couple of more tips about the back tuck. You could always follow him on Instagram if you have any questions or comments. His Instagram name is Juan Wing. That's Juanweak.
So the basis of what we were doing for this video, of what Mike was explaining, we don't realize how accustomed we get used to being touched on the back and the leg. And as soon as someone doesn't touch that back and the leg, they freak out like something's missing and you're uncomfortable, so you freeze.